60,000 annual deaths, 281 million lives impacted per year, over $1 trillion in damage costs in the last decade alone. This is a sliver of the astronomical impacts of natural disasters, without even considering things like long-term economic impediments and the extreme disproportionate impact on socioeconomically disadvantaged areas. For our team personally, natural disasters have devastated our extended family's homes, giving us the opportunity to investigate a global issue that impacts us directly. Disaster response groups emphasize that geospatial data like maps is imperative to search and rescue, saving lives and mitigating damage. However, collection can put lives in danger, be inefficient, costly, and lack of this data can strongly inhibit response efficacy. Existing solutions either can't scale to size or are too expensive to utilize, and these factors compound when disadvantaged areas lack the resources to invest in such a beneficial tool. While we can't stop the Goliath that is natural disasters, we can change the way we respond. My name is Daniel Gu.
And I'm Parthiv Nair, and we present to you EnviroFleet, the world's first autonomous fleet of drones for natural disaster mapping. An example use case would be an organization hiring EnviroFleet to supply an operator and a drone for a wildfire. EnviroFleet's process begins when the operator selects a wildfire area to be mapped and inputs it into our software. Next, our software segments the areas and communicates this information to each drone in the fleet, which then deploys and periodically takes pictures and data readings. After mapping the area and returning to the operator, the data is consolidated to stitch a mosaic of images, while deep learning algorithms highlight points of interest on an interactive map. With this data and geographic context, emergency responders' capabilities will be drastically improved, whether it be addressing a moving wildfire, diverting people from risky areas, and more.
EnviroFleet's technology and approach is unprecedented, and we see a strongly defensible position in the market given our current competitors. For example, manned aircraft are extremely expensive, costing up to $60,000 for a 4-hour operation. They also have challenging airspace logistics and lack of deployability issues.
Drone competitors may create cost-effective and deployable solutions, but often require trained operators to have full control of only one drone at a time. This yields no practical possibility in imaging large disasters quickly due to constant recharge returns or the need to expensively hire many operators to work simultaneously. Through its autonomy and fleet capabilities, EnviroFleet is fast, cost-effective, and scalable to large natural disasters, giving an effective resource to emergency responders.
EnviroFleet's services will be sold to two key customer segments: government agencies and humanitarian organizations doing disaster response. Secondary research reveals that 88% of US states say that geospatial data is crucial to their operations, but high costs and inefficiencies are often deterrents. Through conducting extensive primary research and validation, we've not only found data to support this, but have taken steps to thoroughly understand our customer and confirm that our product can drastically boost disaster response operations. By serving these customers, EnviroFleet has the potential to be life-saving, as well as help governments save millions of dollars by being proactive. With data showing our segments increasing spending into drone technologies, as well as the average amount of people impacted by a natural disaster, just by capturing 1% of our estimated serviceable available market, we can impact over 8 million people.
EnviroFleet will operate as an NGO to allow for maximum impact, sustainability, and accessibility. With guidance from industry experts, we've created a dynamic model through a 3-phase growth plan designed to optimize our market entry. With each drone costing $100 to produce, we will be seeking initial rounds of funding and developing our service through partnerships with potential customers in Phase 1. In Phase 2, we will prioritize establishing our product in the market by getting EnviroFleet used in operations through these partnerships. Research confirms this strategy is most effective as it allows us to adapt to governmental customers' strict regulations and needs. Lastly, expansion in Phase 3 entails expanding beyond mapping capabilities, transitioning to a B2B service model charging $100 per drone per hour of operation, and seeking a merger with a humanitarian organization or drone company to maximize our impact.
In doing so, we plan to break even fiscal year 3 of operations, capture 1% of the SAM by year 10, which corresponds to $4 million in revenue, with the majority of profits being reinvested to increase our impact, such as developing programs to offer our services to impoverished nations for free.
So where are we now with EnviroFleet? We've completed testing and preliminary prototyping. This includes CAD models of our drones, successfully writing deep learning algorithms for object detection and image stitching for our maps, and writing programs for live streaming with WebSockets.
We've also taken extensive measures to ensure our product's feasibility and impact. As we've mentioned, we've had conversations with former product managers at 3D Robotics to fully understand the drone industry and have received mentorship about our technology from autonomous flight researchers at the University of Washington. We've also taken steps to genuinely understand the customer, having conversations with air tactical group supervisors with the United States Forest Service and drone operators on the West Coast wildfires, who have both expressed interest in our product. We've even planned data handling procedures with Google AI ethics leads. But most importantly, we're a passionate team that firmly believes in EnviroFleet and will do what it takes to make it a reality and impact the world. Thus, to foster resiliency
and to provide support to the hundreds of millions of people impacted,
we urge you to choose EnviroFleet. Thank you.